Alright guys, so I am barefaced and ready to go. I'm going to throw my hair up here in a clip. I'm going to go ahead and use the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I can't remember if I used this last month, but I use about that much. It's probably like a little too much. I rub it in my hands and then I just place it all over my skin. And it's so like velvety feeling, super just like soft. It makes my makeup just go on a lot smoother, a lot more seamlessly. Yeah, I love this. I love this primer. Okay, and next up I have my foundation, which I'm still using this. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder. Every monthly makeup I have done lately has been this foundation, and I keep saying I'm gonna be out of it soon. I thought I was gonna be out of it, and every time I go to use it, I'm like, this is the last time I'm gonna use this. But then more keeps squeezing out. So I just keep using it. So, oh, see, I think it's like, yeah, you can kind of hear it. It's like on its... Like one day I'm gonna go and start dotting my face, and then there's gonna be no more. Using a damp beauty sponge like I always do for my foundation. Like I said, I swear there's gonna be one day where I do like dot half my face, and then I'll run out. And I'll have half my face with one foundation, probably half my face with another. Okay, next up for concealer, still using the Tarte Shape Tape. Love this stuff. Still using my lighter color. My skin is much lighter right now. Actually, I just put self tan on my body and my face, so I have a little bit of color just from that. But otherwise, it's actually, this concealer is a little bit better for me, but it's still, you can see, very bright. I just prefer the shade Light a lot better, but I'm just using it. It's not horrible. I can make it work. To set my under eye concealer, still using my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and you guys, it's just the best. I don't think I can use anything else now. I've been using it for years. I stopped using it, and then I went back. It's just so much better. It really is. I need brightness under my eyes. I need me to look awake because Okay, next I'm going to set everything with my favorite new powder. I think I shared this the last time for the very first time, and I had just started using it. I have fallen even more in love with this powder as I've been using it. It's like probably one of my favorites that I've ever used. It's the Laura Mercier loose translucent setting powder in the Glow version. So there's like the original one. This one is the Glow, and I use just a big fluffy brush. This is from Real Techniques. It's called the blush brush, but I use it for powder. And when I apply it, I always kind of just buff it in circles. I find that it applies really nicely, and I don't press really hard. I actually just do it really lightly, and I find that that works best for me with this powder. It just goes on really seamlessly. And then when I go in with bronzer and blush and everything, it just makes it look really good. So it makes it go on a lot better too. I'm gonna put on my eye primer, the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the Anti-Aging. It's my favorite, and I will always use it. And my pore, I'm almost out of it. The pore packaging, every time I use this, I've gone through many bottles. By the time it's like halfway done, the like packaging crumbles. I don't know, the packaging is really not great on this. I wish they would redo the packaging. But you can see the cap is like completely like crumbled and cracked, and oh well. All right, so next up, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, blush, and highlight, and I'm actually taking a little bit of a break from what I had been using, and I decided to pull out one of my favorite palettes. It's like my favorite face palette that I've ever bought because I actually use every single one of the colors. That's my problem with palettes. It's like I want like a handful of the colors, but then the rest are just completely ignored. So when I find a palette that I actually use all the colors in, it makes me real happy and feel like I got my money's worth. But this is the Hourglass. This is actually from last year. It is the holiday palette, but they came out with 2 new holiday palettes that I'm gonna link down below for you guys that are very, very similar to this. They're beautiful. They're so good. And the colors in here are so pretty. So these are the colors right here. I think this color, this bronzer, and this highlight are in a quad, in the quad one. So I think they're the same colors. They're so pretty. So if you were looking for that or wanting to grab that, the Sephora VIB Insider event is coming up, so I think that's a great time to check out holiday palettes and things like that. And the, can I spit out my words? The Hourglass one is definitely one worth looking into. So I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm gonna actually just kind of mix these 2 shades. This one's like a tad dark, this one's a tad light, so I'm just gonna kind of mix them together very light-handedly, and I'm gonna use my new brush. I'm super excited about this. Is silly expensive, so I don't like want to like be like, you need this. It's the Tom Ford 05, the bronzing brush, and I've been wanting this forever, and it went on a markdown sale. So I grabbed it. I was like, this is my time. So I grabbed it, and you guys, it's so soft. It is so incredibly soft. But we're gonna try it out today. I'm gonna grab a little bit of both, just kind of mix it in here. We're gonna try it out. Oh, it's so pretty. Wow, that went on really easily. I feel like it like put the product on my skin really easily. Like I said, I don't want to tell you to buy it, but so far so good. All right, I'm gonna use the 2 blushes in here. This one's more of like a shimmery shade, and then this one's like a rosy color. You guys, this rosy color is my absolute favorite, but I do like kind of mixing the 2, and we're just gonna pop that on. So pretty. Like I said, this is one of my favorite palettes, and I think I bought it because of these blushes because they're so pretty and I feel like they're really unique. And they glide on so nicely. And then I'm going to take some of that highlight shade. This is my favorite. I've shared it in every video, but it's my favorite highlighting brush. It's by Sigma, and it is called the High Cheekbone Highlighter. I think you can get it on Nordstrom actually. I'm just gonna put a little bit of highlight. I haven't worn like really bright highlight like this in quite a long time. I feel like I always use my Laura Mercier one, which is a little more subtle. Right, next up for my eyeshadow, I'm going to use my favorite Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And is this discontinued? Does anybody know? Because it was hard. I had a hard time like searching for it, and I don't know if it's like discontinued, but that would be so sad. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to use this lighter shade with a fluffy brush in the crease. Just kind of fluff it. I just fluff it all over. I don't know. Just fluff it upward. Get that crease. I'm going to take a little bit of this medium brown color right here. This is what I've kind of been doing every day. Just these 2 colors. I'm actually just kind of putting that all over the lid there. But today we are going to do a little bit something more. I think the last time I just put one of the bronzy shades on my lid, but today we're gonna do just a little bit, something more. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this gold shade right here, which is probably my favorite gold eyeshadow that I've ever used. I like it because it's very muted. It's not so like yellow gold. It's very, has like a brown tinge to it. Kind of like an antique-ish gold look to it, I guess. But I really, really like it. I think it complements my skin tone very well. So I'm gonna pat that all over the lid. This brush is just like an e.l.f. brush, just like a flat one. I'm also going to take that shade and rub it just under my eyes while I have it. And next up, I'm going to take this brush. It is a Sigma Blending E25. It's kind of like a fluffy-ish brush, and I'm going to take this pretty burgundy shade here. It's got a little shimmer in it, but it's not shimmery. And I'm going to actually take that in the outer corner and just kind of fluff it inward, but not going all the way in. Kind of up in the crease on the outer corner. Then I'm going to take my little pencil brush. I've had so many questions on this, and it is a lip brush. It is so old. It is from Sephora. I think I even got it on clearance at Sephora like years and years and years ago. But if you do find a lip brush, I love lip brushes for blending eyeshadow underneath the eyes. I think it's better than like one of those flat, actually I have one, I'm going to share. So I think a lip brush is better than one of these like flat, really skinny brushes. I don't like this because it feels like a pencil and I just don't like it. I like it really like blended out, and this just does it for me. So I'm gonna take that burgundy shade, we're gonna pop it right underneath here. Then I'm gonna take that creamy shade underneath the brow bone here. All right, next up, I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner, the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I love it, so good. Although I had a friend on Instagram tell me about a new eyeliner. She tried from, from Rare Beauty. It's one of the new brands at Sephora. She said it was really, really good. So I'm actually gonna grab that in the sale. Alright, we're gonna let that eyeliner dry and I'm gonna do my brows, the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use this shade medium brown. I could use a shade darker, but I don't like a really dramatic brow. I try to keep it pretty natural looking since my brows are pretty, they're not like super thick, but they are a little bit thicker. I'm going to top it off with clear brow gel from Anastasia. The last thing is my lashes, which I feel naked when I don't have mascara on. Always is the Dior lash primer that I swear by, and the Lancome Once You're Big mascara. They are my absolute favorite. I've used them for years, and I'll be right back because mascara routines are really boring to watch. Okay, a little trick. If you get mascara on your makeup, just let it completely dry and then take a Q-tip and just kind of fleck it away and it will come right off. I cannot do my mascara. I have really small, tiny eyes. I really do. And when I get mascara on my eyelids every single time I put it on, like I just keep Q-tips here because I know I'm gonna have to fleck some away. You can see some right here, right there. And this is completely dried. You gotta make sure it is dry and not wet. If it's wet, you'll smudge it all over. Don't do that. Just let it completely dry. And then you can just kind of fleck it away with a Q-tip. I have also used just like my eye blending brush. I'll just like kind of flick it away with that. But most of the time I use a Q-tip. Okay, for lips today, I'm gonna go in with MAC Laurel. No surprise here. This is hard to do in the viewfinder. I need a mirror. And then for lips, I'm gonna go in with 2 lipsticks. I'm using MAC Faux, which is one of my favorite fall colors. Kind of like a pinky mauve color. But I actually want to tone it down a little, which is one of my favorite tricks, is to take a really, really light lipstick that looks like concealer almost. This is MAC's Creme de Nude. And then I actually just take it just on the inner parts. Don't put it all the way on the outside. Also makes your lips look fuller. Just do it kind of in the center here. Alright guys, and that is my makeup this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Stay and subscribe if you're not. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!